Hello, I'm Allison from Tap, back from Spalding University's Counseling Center. When we talk about mindfulness, a lot of times we talk about noticing. And many of you might be thinking, what on earth does that actually mean? So I wanted to give you a brief example of what we mean by noticing. So if we think about mindfulness, the definition of mindfulness is paying attention on purpose, in the present moment, and without judgment. So that's part of what we do when we're noticing something. So in noticing, we're going to bring ourselves into this present moment. We're going to focus on one particular thing for a moment, sometimes longer than that, but it could be just for a few seconds. But we're going to notice sort of with our full brain. We're going to use all of our senses to really pay attention. Part of why this works is that when we get overstimulated, our amygdala sort of takes over. And that is the part way back deep inside your brain. And it's where our emotions kind of stem from. And so when that amygdala gets activated, we oftentimes will feel that sort of fight or flight kind of response. We may want to run away. We may want to fight with someone. We may just get really anxious. And so what we want to do is help to calm the amygdala down. And the way that we do that is bringing the front of our brain sort of back online. So if you think about the prefrontal cortex right up here is where a lot of our executive functioning happens. It's where a lot of language is happening, where we're figuring things out. So we want to get that part back online so it quiets our amygdala, it slows us down, and it helps us to feel more grounded. So for noticing, I'm going to use my glass of water. So if I say to you, notice the glass of water, what I'm saying is take it in your hands and you're going to notice it with all of your senses. So first you may look at it and you can look and you can notice that it has little sort of cracks and crevices. And you can keep going with that for however many minutes you want to just sort of notice those pieces as you look at it. I can also look and see it's filled with water and some ice. And so in my head then I'm thinking, yeah, it's probably pretty cold because it has ice in it. So I've got that thinking part of my brain working too. Then I can notice how it feels, just the temperature. So when I hold it, I can feel that it feels cold. I can feel the ridges in the glass. All of that is noticing. So I am noticing what it looks like. I'm noticing what it feels like. When I shake it a little bit, I don't know if you can really hear that, but if you can hear the ice moving around. So again, I'm using all of those senses to notice. Then I'll take a sip, and as I do, I'm going to notice what it feels like on the front of my tongue, on my lips, how it's really cold when it goes in, and then it starts to warm up as I go to swallow it. And as I feel it going down my throat, I can feel it getting warmer. So see there for just a moment, I held it in my mouth so that I could really feel that sort of sensation. Water typically doesn't have much of a taste, so if you're doing that with water, you're not going to use the taste sensation quite as much, but you can do the same sort of thing by doing an eating meditation, by eating a small bite of something. A lot of times we use a piece of dried fruit or a grape or a piece of chocolate. And you can just notice putting that in your mouth, taking a bite slowly, noticing what it feels like all through your mouth and as you swallow it. All of that is noticing, and all of that slows you down, helps you feel more grounded, and hopefully just makes you feel better overall. So remember, notice the things around you.